Look at the smile on my face. Take a look at this. The Pullman, the British Pullman, a Belmont train, England. I'm at Victoria Station. Honestly, I cannot stop grinning here. Today is a super special video. We're getting on board. We're going first class. First class. Oh, I'm going to come to the price a little bit later on. However, 5 courses here, and it is a real Christmas special. I am seriously looking forward to this. As always, let's give it a go. It doesn't get better than this. Oh, wow. We've got our own compartment here, and quite simply, people have spent a lot of money here. We don't want to disturb them. This is quintessentially British. Take a look at this table. It is just simply stunning. You're greeted not once, not twice, 3 or 4 times, and straight away, a nice glass of Verve. What a way to start the day. 11 o'clock in the morning and I'm on the alcohol already. What chance have I got by 4 o'clock? Everything has this monogram on it as well. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Train's just about to depart. The adventure begins. Got to tell you where we're going, by the way. We're all around Kent. It's going via Rochester, Gillingham, down to Margate, then back through Canterbury, via Maidstone, Otford, and back here to London, Victoria. It's a bit of a cold day out there, but it's not cold in here. Why is it not cold? Well, the champagne's flowing. We haven't even left. Well, we have just left, and I'm kind of getting there. So we go to the menu. 5-course festive menu. You start off with the salmon tartare, then you move on to a soup. It's a celeriac and bovril soup. You then have a choice of mains. You can have the beef or you can have the turkey. We're going to have one of each. Then black forest, a snowflake, dark cherry compote, a cheese board, and then you end. Oh, I thought you ended with champagne, but you don't. It's petit foie, coffee by Mr. H.R. Higgins. Or you can have a tea if you want. I think I'm just going to stick to the champagne. Got to stick to the champagne. Take a look. First course has arrived. Salmon tartare. It's got some pickled cucumber in there. Tarragon emulsion. Beetroot gel as well. And this, I imagine this is a beetroot crisp on top. Before we go anywhere, cameraman. He's struggling. He's struggling. He's lost. He's lost it. Oh, wow. I'll come back to that. Come back to that. But I can't come back to this. It's obviously salmon tartare, so it's raw salmon. From the outside in, let's take a look here. I'm interested with the tarragon emulsion because that will obviously give it quite a nice aniseed flavour. That's good. Salmon's tasting very fresh. Now, I was excited about the tarragon emulsion, but it isn't actually. It's the beetroot gel that works incredible with that. Oh, wow. Then
right, so the surprise will be the wild iris merlot.
Work away.
Favourite one.
That sounds great to me.
Perfect.
What's the ABV on that one?
What's that? This one.
13.
Do you know what?
Whatever it
She
is.
does not say.
Well, whatever it is, guess what? It's going to be good enough for me.
Here, 13.5.
No, see, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad guess.
You weren't too wrong.
That's superb. Thank you.
Well,
Yeah, fire it in there, because if he doesn't drink it, guess what?
yeah, you'll be drinking it.
Well, I'll give it a go.
Someone will be drinking.
I'll certainly give it a go.
That's the answer.
That's brilliant stuff. Thank you very much.
No.
I'll let you know later if it was a good choice.
Yeah, all right. I know the answer. It's very nice.
It's a great choice. Brilliant stuff. Thank you. So, the one thing about this place, okay, I know it's a train, I keep calling it a place. There's no lack of alcohol here. How am I going to get through this? I think I'm on this train for 4.5 hours without falling off the thing at the end. I don't know. Finishing on the starter, everything there, the combination, all works, and it is beautiful. I better just put that down, try the crisp. Was it a beetroot crisp? Have a little bit of salmon on that. It was indeed.
Yeah, well, roasted celeriac soup.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Also, thank you very much.
Enjoy your soup.
Well, indeed. That's great stuff. Thank you. So here we have the Celeriac soup. What they do, they put the stilton, the Capthorn stilton underneath, and then Celeriac on top. Celeriac is often used as a substitute for potato, quite rustic and earthy. But I want to mix it around because I've got the stilton that's in there. Let's get everything around here, Gary. Nice aroma. And have a combination of both. Quite a thick soup. That is the train wobbling, not me. Beautiful. Real earthiness, as I said, with the Celeriac. The combination of the Celeriac and the stilton is beautiful. Take a look at the colour there. Celeriac there has been pureed absolutely perfectly. Seasoning, not required. Not required at all. By the way, the mixed first course, you get that. Second course, a huge wedge of sourdough bread. I want to dip that in. Oh, nice big piece of stilton there. Love it. Go to these posh restaurants, give you the soup, give you a tiny little piece of bread. Here, you need a wedge, and I do mean a big wedge. I wish I got the cameraman's wedge, because look at the size of that wedge. Now that is a proper wedge. That's not a 4-iron. That's a driver. We're going to start off with the champagne. La Grande Dame, which is a higher end Verve. He said it's going to be very light with not as many bubbles. It's still getting me drunk. So we have the ballotine of turkey, which is basically deboned rolled turkey, and I imagine there's some stuffing inside, or let me take a quick glance here. Yeah, some stuffing in there. There we go. You see some stuffing inside. Then we have some glazed carrots, roast potatoes, bread sauce, cranberry sauce, and port gravy. Loads are going to say this is not proper Christmas dinner. It hasn't got Yorkshires on it. It hasn't got this. It hasn't got parsnips. It hasn't got this. Guys, they're working in a limited kitchen, and if you take a look at the menu, that's why. Oh, here we go. We're bouncing and we're moving around. Get the champagne going again. They're working in a limited kitchen area, so yeah, it's in there. So straight on to tell you, the cameraman, he's got himself some roast beef. I am not going to touch that. No, I'm not going to touch that. It's only right that he enjoys the whole experience as well. Let's cut into the turkey. Take a look in there. That's a bit too much even for my thinking. It's on the outside. Looks like we've got some bacon. Now that'll keep the turkey quite nice and moist, and it might give a bit of a smoky flavour as well. That's nice turkey. I'll serve that on Christmas Day. I'll be one very, happy chappy. Oh, hang on, while we're at it. What kind of tree grows in the middle of one's hand? A palm tree. Brussels sprouts? No? Bit crunchy for me. Further to be done a little bit more onto the carrot. That's there. Actually, one pinch of gravy just yet. That's nice. Got roasties on Christmas Day. My first impression, I prefer the outside to be a little bit crispier. Yeah. Not the greatest roast potato I've ever had. But I am being a little bit on the harsh side because I've not been in that kitchen. I don't know what the chefs are working with. So I've got to bear that in mind. It's okay. What's the cranberry like? That's excellent. The gravy. I prefer a little bit more gravy. A personal choice. Saying that I've done a video in the not too distant future past. I said there was too much gravy, so there's no pleasing Gary, is there? It's a pork gravy, and you have got that taste of the pork right at the end. The bread sauce is not everyone's taste. It's a nice bread sauce. Altogether, hasn't blown me away, but I am considering what they're working with. And what I want to do, I need to speed things up here because I want the cameraman to dive in here. I've had a lot of food so far. So how much more do you actually need than the plate that you've actually got here? And I've got another 2 courses to go. So I'm going to finish it up, have a little snooze before the next course, and then come back to you. Right, so okay. So it's a little bit of a pit stop. We're here at Dover, and we've got some ladies singing outside here, and got some mulled wine, everything going on. So come on, let's take a little wander. Oh. So here we go. Fair play to the ladies there. This lady's getting well into it as well. There she's dancing away. Now the alcohol I've had, I'm going to join her. Oh, I'll join her in a minute. It's all part of the fun here, though. Absolutely fantastic. Come down. We take a look out the window. Cameraman's going to risk his life, all in, and you can see the sea. I see the sea, ish, behind the trees, over there, somewhere, way over there. I promise you, the sea was over there. A little bit of history here. 1936, the train itself was burnt to pieces, and they had to rebuild it, and that's why you look behind, you can see images of the Phoenix, because it's risen from the ashes. It's got 10 carriages, and take a look at some of the carriages. Wait, can I see the sea?
Can we have a take?
Oh yes, we're all very good, thank you.
Just salt and pepper before the dessert.
Absolutely no problem at all. And before the cameraman steals them, he had his item then as well. There you go, there's the sea there now. Come on, jump up, quick, because no one will believe me otherwise. I see the sea and the sea sees me. So it's got 10 carriages, and again, different levels of classes, if you like. First class, super class, normal class, etc., etc. I then walked down the train. We were actually at Dover. Oh, shh. I walked down the train. I actually looked at sort of the area where the chefs work. I don't know what you call it, and it's a galley on a ship, but it's minute. And I'm like, whoa, and there's only one tiny area where they have to do all the washing up and everything, and then a little bit further down, it's a bit bouncy again. Bouncy is where the chefs have to prepare everything. That's why I think it's quite a limited menu, but it's not a limited experience, that's for sure. If you're coming on board to get drunk, no issue whatsoever. You do feel as though you are on the seven seas, though. Hey, here we go again. Here we have a black forest snowflake with a cherry compote next to it. I think a little bit chucky going on there. Let's tuck in. I think there could be a biscuit crumb underneath. Actually, there is no biscuit crumb underneath. That was chocolate. I was looking at the cameraman's. Is that crumb? It's like a digestive, easy for me to say, digestive biscuit. Oh, let's get another glass. I mean, what the hell? It's gone. You know, the whole thing's gone. I better give the score now. We've just still got a couple more courses to go, because if I don't give the score now, you won't get the score at all. So. Oh. That is a milk chocolate. What it is, it's quite stodgy. It's not light, so it's not a light Black Forest chocolate at all. It's quite stodgy. I want to try it with the compote. There is varying degrees of sweetness in there. They're trying to work again against each other. Black Forest always had cherries in it. Let's have a bit of the chocolate. Yeah. Also have a bit of greenery as well. In for a penny, in for 100 quid. The greenery is mint. Actually, that's really livened up the palate. That's really nice. As a combination, it's okay. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it's rather tasty. Good stuff. Guess who's back? Hat is back. Cheese time. Stilton, cheddar, brie. We have some, I was about to say onions in, grapes, red and white grapes. Onion chutney here. We have Eccles cake, and we have a selection of crackers. It's a cracker. I've done that joke so many times. I'm never, not anymore. No, I'm actually going to get a little bit of the onion chutney there with the Stilton. I've said it. And those are the times on the channel. What I really like with Stilton is a drizzle of honey. But the orange chutney really works with it. What's the cheddar like? I'm going to pick that piece up, just put it on my plate. Try on its own. That's a very mild. Yeah, that's a very mild cheddar. And you'd expect that. There's obviously other passengers on the train won't enjoy it if the cheddar is going to be too strong. Down here. What I would have liked is for the cheese to have actually been rested. And then when you have the brie actually then oozes. And that to me is the when it's done absolutely perfect. As in rested perfect. That needs to go there. Good boy. That to me is perfect. Don't want any more than that. I've had a lot to eat today. And generally, I've had lots to drink today. The thing's still moving around. I've just come from Dover. That's a good port, and that's what I need with this. There's another good port. I've got a glass of red wine. Lovely. Okay. Oh, hang on. What's the Eccles cake all about? I'm not sure what it does on a cheese ball. Oh, it does. Yeah, all the fruits are in there. Will complement the cheese very nicely. So, yeah, that's a nice touch. That's clever. Actually, I might try that myself. Let's crack on. One course to go. Well, we're not far away. We're just coming past Peckham Rye here, so we're about 10 minutes away from Victoria. I have some petit foie there, and I have a coffee. The adventure's coming to an end, and I feel a little bit sad. Really feel a bit sad because I've loved the service here. The service has been like a top 5-star hotel, absolutely up there. Is it worth all the money? That's the big question. Elements of the food wasn't perfect, but I'm going to give you my final thoughts once we arrive back at Victoria. Just to let you know, in the crackers, there's a British Pullman, and that's how the waiters are all dressed as well. So just a couple of memorabilias to bring back with me. I definitely need the coffee. I should have black coffee. Let's have a jelly as well. Oh God, that's got alcohol in it. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Here we are, back in Victoria Station. Almost one last look at the Pullman. What do I think? I tell you what, staffing in there, the experience, the decor, it's 10-star. It is absolutely gorgeous. I've had a smile on my face all the time, and that's nothing to do with the amount of alcohol I've drunk. And trust me, it kept coming, and it's kept coming. And I might have to sleep down here a bit later on. Slight disappointment was on the food. Now, I've got to take into consideration here that it's not easy for the chefs here. It's just not easy. It's limited what they can do because of the size of the kitchens. But we've got to consider the price. That cost £2,160. By the way, you can get it a little bit cheaper, but I spent that kind of money going to the first class because, well, everyone's had a good few drinks, and it would have been impossible to actually film anywhere else, to be perfectly honest, because people are enjoying themselves. It's right. If you're going and not spending in first class, it's anything between £450 and £650. Something along them lines. Take a look at the website. I loved it, absolutely loved it, but I wasn't mad about the food. Scores I'm going to give it. The whole experience, easy 10-star. On the food front, though, I'm giving it more of a 7 out of 10. Would I recommend the Pullman? Yeah, without a doubt. Everyone's walking off laughing, smiling, laughing, excitement, and that's after having a truly wonderful day.
What happened? Is it
Guys, I want to thank Revolut for the sponsorship, because without them I would not be able to do it. Without you watching as well, I would not be able to do it as well. This is one of the most expensive reviews we've ever done on the channel. If you like and subscribe, you know I always appreciate that. And until next time, bye-bye. I want to choose my moment very carefully, and it's very important I do that. Now's a good time.